잠이 든 도시와 빛나는 네 눈동자.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired. Lately, my sleeping schedule has been shifting more and more later. So lately, I've been sleeping at like 7 in the morning. I'm like, oh well, time to go to bed. And then I see like, I look outside, it's like sunlight. Anyway, welcome to this month's hit shits and whatever I put at the end. I'm already fucking over that. I guess she's lit bullshit. I've got a lot of stuff in here. If I don't exactly go in order of things I like, don't like, and things that were okay, then please forgive me. I'm gonna explain each product anyway. So, let's talk about the Nakeup Face Scaling Cream. This is the AHA Scaling Cream from Nakeup Face, 10% glycolic acid. This I talked about in my Nakeup Face review video. I talked more in depth about it there if you want to see it. But basically this really helped my skin textural issues like my acne scarring, things like that. But the thing is, as with all like vitamin A retinol products, your skin for about a month, 6 to 8 weeks or so, your skin's getting really peely, really raw, and like just really red. So I wouldn't exactly recommend this for those with really sensitive skin. My skin does like chemicals. I know there are people that are like, oh my god, I love that natural, like raw, vegan, all that stuff. But I think for me, because my skin is so damaged, I need like the chemicals to make a difference. So if you're really in need of something that will help wrinkles, like just overall like damage to your skin, like it's not smooth at all, then I really highly recommend this. I know they make 5% as well. If you think that 10% might be too much, I kind of did it backwards where I use this every single day and then I slow down to like every other day. But if it's too much for your skin or you're first starting out, I would definitely recommend maybe once or twice a week and then move on to maybe a little bit more frequent, and then you can, when your skin starts to get used to it, then you can like lay off of it a little bit. This is that product that I was talking about that really helped minimize my pores, the Mogong Dodook Banban cream. It's called Banban cream because Banban means half-half. Because inside you get, can you even see that? You get 2 creams. This side right here is for pore minimizing. It's like a gel-based moisturizer basically. And the other side is like more of like a really rich cream that you can use for just moisture. I saw it on Instagram like as an advertisement, and like, girl, I was hooked already just from the advertisement. I wanted to try it in. At the time it was 1+1, so you buy one, you get one for free. And that's still my first one. I've had it for about over a month now, and I'm still working on it because you really only need a little bit, and also you can actually mix the two. The textures don't really combine that well, but unless you like really massage them together, or you can just put the pore cream on first and then the moisturizer, or you can just use the pore one during the day and the cream at night. But anyway, you do have to use it for a few weeks, but I definitely noticed a reduction in like, because I don't really have huge pores, but definitely it looks a lot smoother around here. The only thing is that it's hard to get unless you're in Korea. I don't know if there's, I have to check, but I don't know if there's a seller like that will send overseas. But if you're in Korea, I guess you can probably get it, maybe on Gmarket. Or maybe there would be a Gmarket seller that will ship overseas. I found the gel to really help my pore size, and I find the cream to be really great. It's really rich and moisturizing, but I don't feel like it's too oily. It's just like, it's just thick. So if your skin is oily, you can use it at night, or if you have dry skin, you can use it day or night. But if you have an issue with pores, I definitely recommend this. And this is a line that this is not the first time I'm talking about it. Where's the other? The Jung line from Etude House. This is not the first time I've talked about this. I talked about this in my 7 skin toner method video. And this line, it says since 1988, and I was like, Etude House wasn't even around then. But apparently the research that went into making the skincare line has been going on for like 30 years, since 1988. Etude House is a subsidiary of Amore Pacific, which is like the top beauty company or whatever in Korea. So you know she ain't fucking around with that research. And the fact that it's being sold at Etude House for like a really good price is really good. This line is specifically for moisture and for those with really sensitive skin. Like apparently the ingredients in here are supposed to mimic those like natural lipids that your skin make already. So the number one word I can describe this skincare line is like comforting. It's extremely, it's weird because it almost provides the same amount of moisture that an oil would, but it's not oily because I think it's oil free. So if you have really sensitive skin or your skin is like extremely dry, I really recommend this because this really helped me out when my skin was nearing the end of like that cycle. When I was using this cream right here, my skin was nearing the end of like it was almost fully used to it, but I was still getting like the little peely bits around my mouth. That line really helps. It's really rich, but like thin at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. The first two products you might be able to get away with if you have like maybe oily skin, but if you have more like really dehydrated skin, the Shika Balm and the Intensive Cream I find really help. You do only need a little bit of these two though. Don't put too much because it will almost like sit on top of the skin and it will eventually absorb, but you really only need a little bit. The Pony Effect Prime Protect Sun Base I've been using every day since I got it and I freaking love it. It's really, it gives me the moisture that I need. It's really thin in formula. It doesn't feel thick at all. It's really watery. And I even sometimes just use it as my moisturizer. And it's got, you know, SPF 50 PA quadruple plus. It's just been a really good sunscreen, so I've been using this. Also a really good one is the Klairs Midday Blue Sun Lotion. This they gave me, and I was kind of like about using it, but apparently they reformulated it, so I tried it again, and it's very similar to the Pony Effect one. It does have a little bit of a blue tinge. I don't really think that's much, like that really does anything that really matters. But I like that it's, like the Pony Effect one, it's really watery and super light. You do need to blend it in though, because it can give you a white cast if you don't like really blend it into the skin enough. But this is a really good sunscreen for like any skin type, I think. This also I've shown quite a few times before. It's the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I've been reaching for, every time I want a contour, which is almost every day now, I'm always reaching for this. I mean, what else can I say about it? The powders are super smooth, extremely pigmented. Like, you need to be very careful, especially because I've been doing a lot of my friends' makeup lately and they're all medium light to really fair side, so I usually rub off the excess on my wrist. I like that it comes with like a really deep contour shade to really emphasize any contours, and you get like a kind of warm contour shade that I like to use more for like bronzing, and like a really cool, like basically a lighter version of this one. Don't really use this shade. This shade I usually, like if I go in too much with the contour, I'll go over with this, but of course I think that only works with like my skin tone. And then these two, this one I do like to use kind of like under my eyes if I feel like my eyes are still looking a little gray, even they kind of are right now, and I forget to color correct under my eyes, I'll use this because it is a little bit yellow. And this one I like to use to brighten the center of my face, and I really feel like it lifts the shadows like around my mouth, my inner corners. Today I'm only wearing foundation, so that's why here I'm trying to like talk like all highly of this, and then I'm like looking like this. And yeah, because you only need a little bit, I feel like this will last me forever because I feel like I've been using it for a while now, but I feel like it barely made a dent in the top of it. What else? Oh, here's more skincare. I bought this when I went to Too Cool for School in New York, the Black Oilo Ziuza? I don't know. This cleansing oil. It's like a black cleansing oil. You know, it's black, but I don't think that really fucking matters. It's just, again, it's just the color. And I don't know, I've just been reaching for this every day. I'm like nearly out. I have like that much left right there. And it's a really thick and rich cleansing oil, but it's really easy to remove. But then again, I use a sponge to remove the cleansing oil, so that doesn't really matter. I don't really have to worry about leaving a film on my skin because I'm going to be using another cleanser after that anyway. But you know, I don't have that many bad experiences with cleansing oil. It kind of just removes all the makeup that I wear, even if it's like thick. The most will be like maybe thick foundation or like waterproof mascara, but I find that it removes both of those and it doesn't stick my eyes. This is the Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser from Glow Recipe. This has been my kind of morning and night cleanser for the past month, I think. I've been using it since I went to New York, and I'm nearly almost out. And the thing is, it seemed pretty empty when I first got it anyway, but I guess there is quite a bit of product in there because at first when I got it, I was like, it almost seemed half empty, but I kept using it. I was like, oh, there's product in there. I do use this with my Clairsonic because I just like the way it feels with that more, and I feel like it works much better. Using it alone without a Clairsonic, it's like a gentle kind of foam gel cleanser, and it does say that it also removes makeup. So I did try it once. I used it dry on my skin. I kind of massaged the makeup off, but it worked, but I feel like I was having to work a little extra more than I really needed to. So I just used a separate cleansing oil, and then I used this. And it didn't break me out. Apparently you can use it as a mask too. I really don't know there's blueberry antioxidants, there's hyaluronic acid. The blueberry, I'm obsessed with blueberry, and I actually really like this color blue, but I feel like the scent, I don't know if that's natural blueberry scent or if it's artificial, but I don't really like the smell of this. I usually do, but this one in particular, it was a little, like, it made me almost feel a little sick. To me, it's almost really artificial. But, as a cleanser, I do like that. That's why I've been reaching for it every morning and night. But there's that. This is the Repair Turnover Peel Pad from NOONI. This is just a sample. This is just like those, like the Misha or the Cosrx, pad for like toning or like peel, what is it? Like acid toning the skin. I really, really like it. These are a little bit harsher than those, but then again, I liked it because I do find like I really need to exfoliate my skin or else it will get rough or I'll break out or like I'll just start to, I need to constantly be like chemically exfoliating my skin. Not so much physically, but mostly like chemically. I like them so much, in fact, that I did buy the full size. So I feel like all the brands have this sort of thing now. So this is just another one of them. Probably better for those that aren't really sensitive skin, have a little bit more of a tougher skin that needs that extra bit of like chemical exfoliation. This Kat Von D translucent setting powder I've been really into lately now that it's really hot and humid and all that. It sets my makeup. And as long as I use a wet beauty blender to, apply it onto the skin and really push it into the skin, I find that it looks natural. I don't really get a white cast. It really smooths out like the surface of my skin. But it's not actually exactly oil controlling, which I don't mind personally because I don't really care if a little bit of my oil comes through because I kind of like that glow. But I find that's a really great setting powder, and it's actually one of the more affordable options at Sephora, and you get a ton of product in there. And when I do my friend's makeup, this is what I like to use, and I really like using it for baking as well because it really makes the skin look so nice. Just make sure you really like buff off the excess. I have a lot of likes this month. There's not that many things that I don't like. In fact, I think there's only one thing that I didn't like. Oh, here's another skincare. I've been trying this Mandelic Acid 5% Skin Prep Water from ByWishtrend, and I'm glad that Wishtrend finally came out with it. Well, they probably already had it. I was unaware, but they gave me this to try, and I've been really liking it. This is just another acid toner, and so if you haven't tried acid toning, really get into it because it really helps a lot of skin issues, pore size, wrinkles, breaking out. It just really helps speed up the skin's recovery turnover cycle. If it's not the peeling pad and you want more of like a liquid that you use like on a cotton sheet, I would definitely recommend this. It's actually good for sensitive. It says it's good for sensitive. I feel like any Klairs or ByWishtrend item is good for sensitive. That's like the main target. So if you have sensitive skin but you want to get into acid toning, I would recommend starting with this. The only thing is though, when I first got it, Eunice warned me that if like maybe you have like a spot or something, or like not an open wound, but like you pop your pimple or something, or your blemish, or in general like when I shave mostly is when I notice it will sting. It's not like a bad sting. I feel like for me when it comes to acid toning, if it stings a little, not burning, but like even a little sting, that means it's working. But this can sting quite a bit. But again, she said it's good for sensitive skin. So, and even she has the most sensitive skin, and she says she's okay with it. So, be warned with that. But even though my skin is I feel like my skin is used to it now. But the day after I use this Nakeup face cream, I do get a little bit of like little tiny dead skin, like around here and here. This really helps that. And for them, Eunice, she said it really got rid of all like the dead skin patches around her face. Whether it be this or any other acid toner, really get into it. But this is a good one if you want to start out with it or get into it. Okay, I think we're almost done with the likes. Are we? No, not really. This is the Bbia Downy Cheek in Downy Coral, and it's a cream blush. Really cute color. I think this is a really nice color for the season, the summer, spring, whatever. It's a really fresh coral color. And I've been really into blush lately, and this is one that I've been really reaching for. I use this on Aura too when I do his makeup, and he loves it. I like to put it around here. I've been really into putting it here, or again, kind of like Igari makeup around here. I feel like it really makes me look like really innocent and sweet. And the fact that this is like, I think less than $5 even? Was it? I know, Bbia in general is a really inexpensive brand. It's just hard to get your hands on overseas. So if you're in Korea, I would definitely grab this. I know they sell at Lobes. And online on Gmarket, I believe. I don't know, but this is a really like this formula and all their colors in general are really, really pretty. In general, Bbia is a really good brand. Kind of in a similar color family as the Bbia cheek thing. This Dior, what is this called? The Lip Addict. The Dior Addict Lip Glow in number 4 Coral. This is actually just like a lip balm, really, but it kind of gives the lips a kind of peachy, corally glow. I find a lot that if I use colors like that on the cheeks, I'll use this on my lips. And I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing like a Pony Effect liquid lipstick. But it's a lip balm, so it will help keep the lips like really, really moist. In general, like the whole lip Glow Addict whatever line from Dior is super moisturizing, especially for my like fucking like puckered butthole lips. Now it's Dior, so it's not cheap. I just got this as a present. I'm talking about it now because I've been really into it this month. Now the color I do have on my lips is looking a little crusty because I'm a little dehydrated. I reviewed and swatched all the Pony Effect metallic matte lip colors. If you want to see that, I'll link it here, I guess. But the color I've been super into is Lovesick. This is the one that I couldn't get my hands on because it was sold out, so I must say something about it. I only had like a sample size, and I love it so much that I bought the full size. And I feel like, how do you describe this? It's just like a MLBB, but it's like more on the red side, like almost like burgundy red side. I don't know how to describe it, but I really like to use it like on the center of my lips, almost like a gradation. But there's something about it that makes it like you don't really notice it on the lips. I feel like it just gives like a glow, because it's like a metallic matte lip color. It kind of gives a glowy sheen to the lips in a way, but it's more long wearing because of the liquid lipstick. I don't know how to describe it. I just really like the color. The formula is a little dodgy with some of the colors, especially the really deep like black and blue colors, so that's something to take note of. But the more lighter natural colors are really pretty, and so this is my favorite one. Okay, last thing that I liked. The Kill Cover Conceal-dation Stick from Clio. It's SPF 50, PA triple plus. I think I used this in my Cocoa Bop video. This is just like a stick foundation, and it says Conceal-dation, but I really don't think the coverage is that like high. It's more of like a medium, and it's buildable. But honestly, for me, I just swipe it on and I buff it out with a brush on the end. And I find like it gives me like a coverage I'm pretty happy with. It evens out my skin tone. Wouldn't really cover like my dark circles very much. I would probably go in with like a color corrector or another concealer. And like more major blemishes, I don't think it will really cover unless I go over again. But I think for overall just light foundation for over the face, I really like this one. And the formula is really smooth, and after it's buffed into the skin, it really makes like what I think of when I see my skin after I buff this into my skin is that it looks really baby soft. One thing though is that every time like maybe I'll put it all over my face, right, and then I'll do one side, I do kind of like buff off any excess foundation that's on the brush on my hand before I go into the next side, because I feel like all this product builds up on this sponge, or not sponge, this brush, and then moving to the other side, it can kind of get, not cakey, but it's just harder to buff into the skin if there's all this extra product here. So after every side, I'll kind of buff off the excess. And you can twist this off, and so you can wash it separately. There's been a lot of great products this month. Now there's just a few things that are kind of just okay. The Pony Effect 2017 Limited Retro Spect Collection. This is such a cute box. I had to buy it because one, it was a limited edition, and two, I just love the packaging. It's supposed to look like a VHS because lately in Korea, the whole there's like a trend of like 90s, 90s, like VHS looking like vintage shit. So of course, Pony Effect followed along, and that's so cute. Oh, it looks like a VHS tape. That you open it up and you get quite a few products, and actually for the price, I feel like it's a pretty good value. I'm only putting it in this like okay category because I'm not into every single product. First of all, the eyeshadows. These 4 eyeshadows came because I'll talk about this in a second. This Limitless Master Eye Palette. These shades come from this palette kind of randomly, and the thing kind of randomly, but they're not. I wasn't surprised, honestly. I really wasn't surprised. I don't think they're that pigmented, and they're not exactly, because I'm so like, girl, I'm used to that Anastasia level of pigmentation. And recently, my friend got me the new Sephora. Is it new? The Sephora Pro palettes in Cool and Warm, and girl, do you know what pigmentation is? So for me, I wasn't surprised by these eyeshadows being like okay in pigmentation. Honestly, I'm just keeping this as like a collector's sort of item, I guess. You can see I kind of swatch it. And I feel like if you're fair, maybe it will show up, but don't count on these because they're all kind of like medium shades. There's not really like light, medium, deep to give you like contour and dimension to the eye. It's mostly about like washes of color, I think. But anyway, I do like the liquid lipstick it comes with. This is Bay, and this is a really pretty blue-red. Again, it's from the metallic matte lip color collection. But this is a really, really pretty bluish red. But it has like a, what was the color? It's almost like a pinkish sheen, like the shimmers and flecks in there. And of course, it comes with Lovesick, which I fucking love. And then there is what's this, Witchcraft? I think it's called Cold-blooded. And you know, if you're into like weird colors for lipstick, then or untraditional colors of lipstick. That's in there. This is the only new product I think that's in here. This is the Extreme Effect Dual Mascara. On one side, you've got just a regular black mascara. I do like this mascara. You can really build it up. I only put one light like lashing on there because I just want like black defined lashes. I don't really care for curl or length because I don't know, that's just not the look that I go for. And on the other side, you do get like a really small mascara wand that has purple as like the color. And I actually do use the purple side because it's actually pretty subtle. I do add it to my lower lash line to like define my lower lashes, but honestly, the overall, because my lashes are so long anyway, the overall effect is that for me it looks more natural anyway. You can build it up to make it look like purple lashes, but I don't really do that. Overall, for me, I feel like the only reason someone would want to buy is for these two lip colors and maybe the mascara. These two I don't really care for, but again, this is just for the aesthetic. The Pony Effect Limitless Master Eye Palette, Chapter 1, bitch. You know she's gonna have more. She's gonna have more. This is Stop. Now with my reaction like that, you would expect, oh my god, look at that mirror. You know, with my reaction like that, you would think that I would love this and this would be a hit, but it's actually not. It's more like an okay. Personally, I like it. The only reason I'm putting it in the okay category is that, again, I'm so used to Anastasia Sephora Pro palette level pigmentation that these are literally nothing compared to that, but I'm the type of person that is okay with like I'm wearing it today. I've been really into like the washes of color on the eyes lately. This comes with a lot of shades. 25, I believe? Yeah, 25 shades. Just kidding, 20. What the fuck am I saying? And each row has a different theme. There was a plastic insert, but I think I threw it away. But the shadows are smooth and buttery, definitely. The shimmers are a little bit more sheer. They're more like washes of shimmer. And as a person that doesn't really care for super strong eye shadow looks, if I want that, I'll reach for my Anastasia palette. For this one, this is more of like subtle, like nuances of color on the lid. I've only really done these upper things right here. I find that when you use them together, of course you can use whatever eyeshadow combination you want, but me being basic as hell, I do it by row because like God, I need guidance in my life. I find that they almost in a way all kind of blend into each other. Like there's no like defined like colors all over the lid, which is, you know, I guess, which is fine because you definitely want to blend eyeshadows. But for those of you that really want like cut creases and shit like that, don't expect that from this. You probably could, but I don't know. This is more for the people that would like more like washes and like nuances of colors on the lid. And I don't know, what I've been really into is putting like the kind of beginning shade all over the lid and kind of on my lower outer lash line right here. I'll use kind of the second color on like all over my lid, but more close to the lash line, maybe on the outer corner. Then I'll use either the third or fourth shade to add definition to the eye, like maybe on the very outer corner, like the outer V, and the lower lash line. Then I'll use the shimmery or glittery shade that's in that row, kind of all over the inner corner of the lid. And that's how I've been using this palette. It does come with a brush, but I haven't really been using it. It's a pretty decent brush, but for me, I use separate brushes. But yeah, this is kind of okay, but I like it, but I don't think for the people that love like strong eyeshadows, I don't think you're gonna like this at all. Oops, sorry, I forgot one more thing. One more thing that I really like. I've been so into this Kill Brown waterproof pen liner from Clio lately. I know on YouTube a lot of girls are kind of like, they're kind of on the fence about this because it's a good eyeliner, but it dries out fast. For me, I don't really notice it drying out that fast. I do store it like this anyway, so I don't really have that issue, but it makes it like the sharp point makes it super easy to just draw my eyeliner on really quickly. And for me, my eyeliner is not that crazy, as you guys already know, but I've just been reaching for this for my eyeliner. Okay, I think that's it. I think the only thing I have left is to talk about is the thing I don't like this month. This is like the only shit is this from Pony Effect. Surprisingly, this is I forgot what it's called. It's just the little retrospect like multi-brush thing, and each little thing has like a separate brush. But this is, I don't like it because it's way too flimsy. I don't find myself reaching for it because I just feel like the brushes that it does come with aren't that useful. I think the only one I ever use is the eyebrow one to fill in. If I'm using powder eyebrow products, I'll like use it to brush in my eyebrow shape. But I don't think I would have talked about this in my shits if it was just a service item, like a free item. The main reason I'm putting it in here is because one, I don't like it, and two, you can actually buy this separately for around 11,000 won, but I feel like even at that, it's not worth that price. So this is like, for this month, this is my only shit. Alright, that was the end of this video. Sorry for talking so damn much. I always, when I put these products out, I'm like, okay, bitch, I'm only gonna talk a little bit about each product, but then I start talking, and I don't stop. So, oh my god. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
너는 어떤지 너의 뜻 답답해 분명히 너에게 전해졌다 생각해 달라질 건 없어 이건 변하지가 않아 Sorry for not telling you when you're leaving